Yo! What's up, Scott? What's going on? We're live again. At Applebee's with the wifey. That sounds like fun. Well, we've got drifting going on today. So, of course, I am here live. Who won Kit Kat or Reese's? I'm not gonna lie, Scott. We didn't even finish it. We didn't even finish it. I'm debating on letting it ride until next week, Friday. It's all dependent on a coin toss right now. It was straight up 50-50, and then we were about to do the coin flip, and then my setup died. Two-headed coin. Chill on the two-headed coin. It's fair game. Don't know why I'm the only one here, but oh well, at least you got one like. Thank you, Scott. I'm sure people join up as the event goes on, for sure. I think people on YouTube, at least, seem to gravitate towards drag racing more. What's going on? Whoa. A little 180 there. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. We're coming up one of these weekends, I promise, just been crazy busy. Dude, whenever you can, you know I always say, you know where to find the events, too. But next week we've got Friday and I believe Sunday. We have drag racing events. I think Sunday is our Street Fest. There's a G35, I think, or G37. The waitress is looking at me like I'm crazy with all the tires squeal. Put her on, Scott. Put her on. Let her know. She's missing out right now. It is so hot out today. Or at least it was. It's actually nice and cool and breezy.
I didn't know you were in here.
What's up? New layout today. tested it out. I think it was earlier this week we tested it out. So instead of entering from the, I think, north side, the actual like top of the return road, it's been switched up, so now it's like the, I guess you could say, south. So they're coming in from this side for this event right here. Not over there. So a little different today. It's cool. CTSV. It's so wild streaming the drag racing and then the drifting. Like the difference between streaming the two is kind of wild. People have sad lives, Scott. If you don't hear tires squealing, you've got a problem. If you don't hear tires squealing and you don't enjoy it, that's the problem. That's the real problem. What's up, Wyatt? How we doing? Looks like an E30. They might be weird or something. I don't know. I mean, it seems like it. Love this place. Thank you, Wyatt. Oh, we got a little train start, Oh, I thought it was a train. Just a tandem. There he goes. Black C6 here drifting. Corvettes just look better than drifting than racing, man. I gotta say that. They just look better drifting. Still messing with the angles a little bit. Getting used to it. It's a really completely different world. Comparing the style of streaming for drag racing. It's a lot more, you can't really predict the movements. Like, there's a layout, sure, of where they're supposed to be going, but predicting the movements for the camera is completely different. Wow. I think the way I have it set up now, though, is much better than the last one for sure. I actually have one of the cameras straight up zip tied to like 10 feet in the air on one of the light poles. It's that E30 again. Surely it's an E30. I'm pretty sure it is. What's up, Con? What's good? What's up, Tim? How we doing? How we doing? We've got drifting. Live drifting. With, I'd say, a better streaming segment. I think this is looking pretty nice. That black C6 is just too sexy, man. Oh shit. His whole exhaust is scraping the asphalt. That's unfortunate. Love the hat, Evan. Thanks for the live stream. Thank you, Brad. We just ordered some, I don't know, I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop the leak. We just ordered some with the Leadfoot logo on it. Be pretty sick. It's summertime, we need them. We need them bad. Wish Ohio would warm up. Still cold here. 35 tomorrow. Holy crap. 35 degrees. That's actually wild. It's that cold. That's crazy. '92 in South Carolina. I wonder how hot it is here. It's cooled down a bit. Is there oil on the track? No, I think that's the shadow. It looks a little bit like oil, but it's just the shadow from the light bulb. Internet says you're 90 degrees. Bro, I believe it. I was wearing that button-up shirt yesterday, and you know I had my one little collar button undone, and I woke up this morning. I looked in the mirror, whole chest is completely red, straight sunburn. Crazy. Yeah. place is probably hot as hell by now. It's like straight up on the equator, I think. It's a serious sunburn. Be wild if the cars had Bluetooth on. I'm sure I could talk to one of the drivers and maybe set something like that up. Or maybe like a, I don't know, like a private thing to do that. I gotta look into that. I'm sure that exists. That has to. Because I could get the readings on my computer and just stream my computer. Yeah, a real-time data logger. Yeah, if I could get that and just have it on my computer, I could just stream it from my computer. Yeah, it'd be pretty sick. other tandem. Same two tandeming. They're pretty good. Similar to the way Formula One does it. I'm sure I could probably talk to Dan, Rat Dan, next time he's here. Maybe next time he does some testing or something. Or even during an event when he's making laps, I could probably stream that. If that already exists. I gotta talk to him about it. It's a good idea. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but we just ordered a whole bunch of containers as well to keep lining the pad. We got about, I think it was four or five more in literally this week, and we set them up. So there's a lot more being built out. Ooh. No tap. So to make it actually feel like you're in an arena. I think it's going to sound insane once it's all lined with containers. Just the sound like reverberating off of it. Because it'll all be closed in eventually. Like there won't be any gaps or anything. It's just going to be shipping containers. It's going to be sick. That guy's always smoking up crazy. Literally can't see anything. Another tandem. C6, and what is this orange car here? It's some kind of Mazda, no? that's a, what is it, G35? It's got to be. Yeah, G35. What's up, my man? And Mike comes in the chat talking about right lane. Chill. This a whole different genre right now. Like, we in a whole different niche space. Right lane or left lane. That's a Friday night. Oh, hit the barricade. I think that was just one of the, yeah, that was just a little plastic barricade. Used to do this in parking lots or mud holes in a beat-up Ranger. Wasn't very good on pavement though. When we were still under construction, this pad was all dirt. It rained, and it was like literally the first week after I got the TRX, and I just turned off traction control, and I let it eat a little, and I told myself, man, I'm never doing that again. So that was just stupid. It was like impulsive though. I had to try it. I had to do it at least once. And I was sliding. Cameras weren't on though. Cameras weren't on. Don't tell the mayor. I think he hit another barricade, I'm not gonna lie. think they're sending that barricade back up. Mike, nice. We used to mess around on Frontage Road by the dump in Pinellas County or a mud hole on US 19. Kind of in front of a cemetery. Holy shit. Damn. Doing donuts in front of the grave is crazy. That's crazy work, Mike. These engine builders have a special place in my heart. Revving to the moon for 120 seconds is blown up territory. Bro, you gotta give the respect where it's due. You know what I always think about? I always think about when people kind of hate on like Chargers and Challengers, talking about like how they're unreliable. I feel like they're the most reliable vehicles. Like a 2021 Challenger Scat Pack. How is that unreliable? Those things get beat to hell, and they just don't stop. They just keep going. Proper maintenance is key. Yeah, but even on those Challengers, Con, it's like the Challengers, Chargers, the 6.4. Bro, they just get beat, like abused. It's really wild. Oh, the train's going. That's fire. That's actually fire. Another tandem with the Miata. Passengers getting hype. Seems like everyone's loving their seat time right now. We just have it straight up hot laps right now. We have the classes in different lanes, but we're just running hot laps all day long. Which is a little different than how we've ran the past ones, where it was kind of like time blocks. We're literally just running all day, or all night long. Another train, same cars. Freestyle? Yeah, pretty much. Well, yeah, we still have our classes, of course. You know, a beginner's not going to be sent out with like a pro driver or master driver to tandem, you know. But we want to make sure everyone gets an ample amount of seat time. So we're testing it out this way, see how everyone likes it. Spin out from the C5. Be cool to see a suburban pickup, limo, taxi, or even an ice cream truck drifting. You know, I was thinking about finding a way to use the double-decker bus. And putting it over here, like on the drift day. Maybe like VIP seating or something. But like for streaming. Because if I was up there, I'd have like crazy angles. Like at the very top. Because it's a bus at the end of the day. It's mobile. It runs. It just has to be Wow, look at this. Evan looks good in everything, even rocking the little straw hat. Wow. Thank you. Like the straw hat? I think it's kind of fire. I thought he was going straight into that barricade there. Bro. I mean, surely everyone's got to have at least like 5 to 7 laps by now. Buy pizza today? I haven't had one question if I'm selling pizza, at least not yet. The pits are set up differently today, so I'm not in the middle of the pits and like where all the spectators are. I'm by my lonesome out here, far away, straight up on the action. Had the most passes, or not passes, laps, probably that G35. If I had to guess, I'd say that G35. Scion here's had a good amount of passes as well. What's up, Adam? What's up? We're drifting. the Scion again. Make it another lap. Okay, so if the live ended before I got my answer last night. Bro, this ain't about me. This is about drifting right now. What are we talking about? I don't know. Shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM. Crazy. But yeah, really good lap time for everybody. It seems like already today. And we end at 10. What's up, Rotary Splint? What's good? We're drifting, man. We're drifting. Different than drag racing. We got a whole different setup here. Yeah, pretty chill at the moment. Everyone's gotten at least 10 passes. 10 passes plus. Are you ready to answer my questions? What do your questions entail? What do they entail? I personally haven't seen him. At least not recently. It's been a while. Audio sounds a little blown out. Let me check it out. I don't know if we're at a louder spot versus Friday nights, like the drag racing nights. It seems like it. Let me know if that's any better. Let me know if this is any better. turn it down some. It should be a little better. Scott with the 10 gifted. Our waitress quit, so I'm sending you her tip. No shot. There's no shot. Thank you, Scott. I'm not gonna lie. Your donation last night went straight to my Chipotle bowl before I passed out. Thank you, Scott. Our waitress quit, so I'm sending you her tip. That's an insane statement. I don't think she liked the sound. No lie, she actually quit before we got the bill. No way. What did you do to her? Damn, Scott. That's crazy. Okay. Let me know if this is better at all. Should be a little better. I don't know, I might have muted the whole thing, I'm not gonna lie. Let me know if you can still hear me. I think she dropped a platter full of food for another table and all the other workers were laughing at her. I felt bad for her. I mean, everyone has a bad day once in a while. Holy crap. That is so unfortunate. That happened to me one time. I was at like family dinner. It was like an Italian restaurant. And just out of nowhere, she just quit. That's crazy. Not at the Applebee's, too. That's unfortunate. Ew, why we got beef in the chat? Why are we beefing in the chat, guys? The real question of what everyone wants to see is, when are we going to do lead foot boxing? Maybe lead foot kickboxing could be better. See, there you go. There you go. Make it up. What's up, OG? straight, Sheriff. That's great. No beef in the chat, guys. Damn. Hugs, not shrugs. Leadfoot UFC. I'm down. I keep bringing this up. I've brought this up since construction. We need to have drag racing and MMA at the same time. I think MMA just like liability is crazy. So I don't know how realistic that honestly is. Probably, I think boxing is more realistic for us to do. And there we go. Rotary Splint, back with the questions. What was the final winning candy yesterday? Bro, we didn't finish. We got two Kit Kat and Reese's Cups. It was a split decision, 50-50. And as soon as I went to the coin flip website, my whole system shut down. Everything was overheated, dead from the sun, and I couldn't get back online to finish the stream. So it's unfortunate we didn't get to finish it, and I think I'm gonna make myself and everyone wait until next Friday, or this Friday. I think it's only fair. Listen, Kit Kat took the lead by 1 vote. That still has to be sent to the coin flip. I think that's only fair. Because it was at 20 votes, 50-50. But yeah. So we'll have to finish that. We'll have to come back to that for sure. I don't know. I don't remember who said it. I think it might have been Scott. Or maybe Khan. I don't know. Someone in the chat was like, what's the next bracket gonna be? Ice cream? And I was like, that's kind of a fire choice. So I think that's the next one we'll do. It will be sides, nachos, wings. That's a good one. I like that one. Remind me in the chat. Next stream, I'm gonna remember. We'll do a vote, either ice cream or like appetizers or sides or whatever. We'll figure it out. We're gonna get them. Here we go with a little train. I think next week is ice cream flavors. If that's what we want to do, if we want to set the agenda like that, I'm down with that. Scott asking top 5 wildest questions in the chat I've seen so far since streaming. Another tandem. I think it's G35 also leading, and then a 350 behind him. Run a poll on which subject to bracket. All right, we'll do that on Friday. We'll do it on Friday when we have everyone in the stream, so we get a more accurate number. So we'll hit the coin flip. We'll hit the coin flip. We'll finish that out. That'll go on record. Get the whiteboard up behind me, you know, so we can keep track. And yeah, then we'll move on. Evan, you want a souvlaki? Bro, I always want a souvlaki. I'm not gonna lie, I had some fire. It's like hibachi. You know, like hibachi places where they do like the whole like show in front of you? It's basically that, but no show. And I didn't know it existed. And ever since I learned about it, I go there at least once, twice a week. Thank you, DV. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Thank you. Yeah, I had hibachi. I had hibachi. Maybe later I'll come down that way. Are you here right now? It's awesome when people are in the chat and then they're like here at the event. Onion volcano. Bro, no onion volcano. Chalk the onion volcano. I don't need all that. I just need that like clear soup. Or a Porsche Boxster. That's a good bracket. I played in a pickleball tournament like 2 weeks ago, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a first round exit. It was really unfortunate, you know, for speaking about brackets. Really unfortunate. Maybe bracket best chocolate candies and separate from non-chocolate candies. 2 different weight classes. We could do that. We could do that. I can custom make one of those, you know. I'm liking that. Oh, I've got another thing we got to do. We got to do like a tier list. We got to do a tier list. I'm thinking like our car brands, like tier list. We got to do that. Oh, my fault, Con. Brand battles. Yeah, that's... Bro, we got to do that. If the track goes down for a break, we're doing that. I'm down for that. not gonna lie, I literally already have one pulled up. Like, I just Google searched it real quick, bro, I already found one. Like, this fire, we gotta do this. We gotta do that. A little train here. Pretty sure Ben & Jerry's is gonna win it all. See, now that's the thing though. Are we comparing brands, or are we gonna do the flavors? Because I was low-key thinking flavors. Sound is much clearer? Okay, good. I've been messing with it, like, just not saying anything. Is that a white prelude? I don't know. Car train. Holy shit. That's actually sick. Bro, that's fire. That was sick. Looks like bumper cars just waiting to happen. They get so close, it's insane. It's a lot of skill, man. Lots of trust. There's a lot. There's a lot of it. But yeah, like I said earlier, we do have classes. So as far as like who can tandem, beginner, intermediates. Yeah, I think it's only advanced we have it right now. Now when the bumpers are already missing. You know, Scott's got a point there. Scott has a good point there. It's a good point. Evan, you probably already discussed it, but what happened with the stream last night? It was just really hot, like earlier in the stream. So all my equipment was already like super, super hot. And the batteries were pretty drained. So like by that time, the batteries on my actual setup, they just flatlined on me. So they've been charging all day though, so it won't abruptly end today. I tried getting them back online, but they wouldn't do it. I just heard a whole bunch of cheering. I don't know what just happened. You need a big fan? Hopefully when we finally get power for this trailer. Because it has AC in it. It's literally right above me. Like, I have an AC unit. Then I'll be good. Bug swatter didn't move enough air? Oh my gosh, you just remind me, I gotta turn my bug swatter on. It's like a big part of our stream here, guys. I see local tire sales going through the roof. I think that's something else we need to start doing is a tire changer. Get a tire changing machine. And race gas, yes. Yes. On the works. another tandem? Yeah. There we go. Spin out. How many cars turned out today? I think it was about 30, 35. We also had this event Senate Saturday, literally like 2 weeks ago, and then not even a week ago, we had a big private rental of drift cars, locals out here. Yeah, pretty decent count. The last Senate Saturday, I think we had like 80 drift cars or something insane. But it was also like, you know, we didn't have a drift event in like 5 weeks. Yeah, in the rain too, last week on the private rental. There's a little train. There we go. Thank you, Mike. We appreciate it for sure. It's definitely different than the drags or the drag racing, as far as like streaming wise. Just give me a second. I just switched the webcam up, I'm not even gonna lie. The other cam I got straight up overheating. It's hot. It is no joke, really hot. You might have to blow on it to cool it off. Listen, I came prepared today because yesterday I knew something would happen like that today. So I've got my cooler filled up with ice, and I got it sitting on like a little piece of cardboard in the cooler. So I came prepared today. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. Pretty much anything that's coming from this stream is pretty much going back into it right now. Just keep improving. This is what, probably like our, what, 12 stream? But yeah, that's good for you, man. Sober for 5 years, there you go. Hell yeah. A small 3-speed fan blowing over the cams and controller for you when you don't have AC. It's something I need for sure. I need a little something. Keep it cool. Yeah, it was really that webcam. That webcam is, I literally bought it, I think yesterday. It's a lot nicer than I expected. I like the quality of it. Guessing they're taking a quick break. Oh. Fixing the barricade. That's my uncle over there. Oh, let's see. Hold up. That's Unc. Fixing the barricades. Working hard. Wow. That's my favorite feature of this thing is the drawing. Ooh. Ooh. Thank you for tuning in, OG. Shout out to you. We'll be live again probably Friday. Well, for sure Friday. gonna have drag racing later, not today or tonight. But we'll be drifting until about, what time is it? 7:15. We drift till 10. And then the next drag racing will be Friday, Florida Friday. And then this Sunday, I believe, also is our Street Fest. So we'll be racing with just the street lights on Sunday. Not tomorrow, but next Sunday. How big is the drift area? I'm trying to think. I believe it's like 4 or 5 acres of asphalt. It's big. It's big. I'm trying to remember the actual square feet. Yeah, it's a bit deceiving on camera, the actual size of the pad. Because there's a slight elevation change in the middle of the pad, so it kind of like distorts the view a little. The drifting seems a little easier for you as far as work goes filming. It's definitely different. It's definitely different. It's actually less cameras I'm using right now than on drag racing. I think it's also because we do it less often than drag racing. Like getting adjusted to it is different. Yeah, sure. Let me set up this webcam. I have it. See, look at the quality difference. This thing's badass. I love this little web camera. Oops. There we go. It's a lot nicer. It is cool to the touch now. Yeah, I mean, with the drag racing, I'm like constantly running back and forth down the track to change out batteries and stuff. So this is literally a bit more chill, literally just because everything's pretty much in the trailer or on top of the trailer. Like I have a camera on top of the trailer. Evan, is working here your full-time job, or do you help your, or do you just help your dad out here? It's a It's a full family operation. But yeah, I'm here. I'm here all the time. I'm here all the time. I live here. It's a lot of fun for sure. You know? That's something I always liked was the media side of the thing, like media marketing. So it's fun. Making content and stuff like that. Doing the live stream. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun for sure. Maybe I'll look for houses in the area and move back next summer. You'll have to hire me for something. We're always hiring. We're always hiring. It's crazy the amount of houses that are being built in this area too. Houses, apartments, it's a crazy amount of development, like just in the general area. It's wild. Listen, we didn't even have an Olive Garden. And now they just built an Olive Garden, not even 15, 20 minutes from here. It's crazy. We really getting high class around here. We still don't have an Olive Garden, not officially, until April 28th. But the fact is, the building's built. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Alright, the mayor. No, leave it. The mayor gonna spot in. Not at the moment. You really just keep it on this one, honestly. It comes back on. I'm gonna go grab another battery for it so it stops doing that also. Okie doke. Here's your chat right here.
How's everybody doing? Whew. Hope everybody's having a great day. Evan's taking a little break, so I'm sitting in for him. And thankfully, it's starting to cool off a little bit because it has been very, very hot today out here. See his cameras. All right, let me see if I can find the chat. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday evening. Hi, Mike. Hi, Gone, Scott, everybody. These cars have just been going non-stop. Hot lap, hot lap, hot lap. Getting a ton of seat time, which they're enjoying thoroughly. And it is quite busy out there. Everyone's having a great time out here. Yes. Okay. I need to know, what is your preference? Con or cone? K-O-N. Is that con or cone? How you pronounce that? If you guys are looking for some property, Brooksville, we've got a lot of deals out here. And it's still pretty affordable if you're looking for some rural area. However, this place is definitely developing like crazy. Con like convict. Oh my God. Okay, well hopefully that's not the case. So, I don't know if Evan has shared with you guys and gals yet, but we are launching a digital radio station, which is primarily used here on site during events, but it is accessible by anyone with an internet connection. All you have to do is go to leadfootcity.com, click on the media link, the media tab at the top, and you'll see a link that says Leadfoot Radio. You click on that and you'll see a little player. You just hit the play button. You can tune in and hear exactly what they're playing here on site. Not just music, of course, but you can also hear the announcements and other things that are happening like in real time at the facility. A shortcut to getting there is just go to leadfootradio.com. It should send you straight to the page. All right, we've got a tandem. Okay, well done. So yeah, in addition to doing the live stream with video, you can also hear some audio stuff that we're doing. So there's a lot of stuff still in development out here at Leadfoot. Doing everything we can to bring you all a one-of-a-kind motorsports experience, whether you're here in person or you're watching or listening from home. There's Team No Tread. Nasty Corvette. They're having a blast out here. What do we got now? Looks like a Beamer. Four-door Beamer. Ooh. Okay, we've got a trio. Let's see how they do. Not too bad. Can you guys hear me or see the camera? Because I don't know if it's working. Can you see anything, You can see the cars, okay. That's what's most important. That is Mike DeFusco in that caddy. He's a good friend and longtime supporter of Leadfoot. right, we got another. Phone here too, so I can't even call him to tell him. He'll be back shortly. Back through the Evan. He said he's on. Are malfunctioning. Event, but coming next week, Floor at Friday, and then Sunday next week, April 13th from 9 a.m. the Street Fest only drag race event. On that drag race event, we strictly the overhead street lights on the drag. I can tell you we've had some day thanks to our Evan, pull back up.
Is it fixed?
Okay, you could have told me to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. 15 minutes have been.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I couldn't see anything and they couldn't see me, and they're not working.
So how many drivers do you think you have?
No, I've been talking about everything but that. Drag racing and. A breeze in here.
They like the drag race.
I'm gonna step out of here. Break. Whatever you did. Everyone have. Gonna hand it back over there.
We're gonna end live right now.